Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever told to someone from another country?
Yes.
Maybe through social media, games, or even watching videos online. You come from different cultures, different backgrounds, and different languages. But somehow you can still understand each other. How is that possible? The answer is simple: English. Today, I would like to talk about how English becomes a bridge that connects the world without borders. A world without borders doesn't mean there are no countries. Can communicate, share ideas, and understand each other's.
I think Maria kayaknya harus intonasinya sama ekspresi sama body language itu dari aku. Kalian gimana?
Okay, for me, all is good. Maybe. Thank you, guys.
So, what if one skill could open the doors to the entire world? So today, I'm Ahmad Hasan Saiful
Aku
Jamil.
pisang
Now I want to talk about English as a gateway, unlocking global opportunities. So, ladies and gentlemen, according to the British Council, the world training, more than 1.5 billion people from all around the world use English as their first and second language. That means every 8 person in the world can communicate and able to speak English. But the question is, are you one of them? So think about it. English is not just a subject in school. English is a gateway to get new knowledge, a gateway to unlock global opportunities. But the problem is, unfortunately, many people still underestimate the importance of English.
I think because this is we are still our second practice, then we still have many mistakes like that, and I think you should improve the body language.
Ya, same as me.
I think you just only master your speech again.
Because it's our second practice.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Morning. Have you ever felt lost because you didn't understand what were people saying in an international conversation? Or maybe you want to express your thoughts but you didn't have the confidence to speak. In today's globalist world, communication is everything. However, language barriers still prevent many people to communicate with others around the world. It is why today I'm Linda Listianti and I would like to talk about breaking barrier through English, the key to global communications. First, let's talk about the problem. Wait, I forget. Many people struggle to communicate because they are not confident in using English. They are afraid of making mistakes, being judged, or not being understood.
I think for me, you just must improve you must more louder your voice. So I think that's all. Everybody like me.
From me, Maya, I think you should use more about your body language. Thank you.
I think for me you should fluence your speech. Oh yeah. I think from me I think you should fluence your speech.
Okay, for me, yes, you have to be more confident and don't forget your eye contact with the audience.
Yes.
It can influence the audience. It can more influence them to see what you want to speak about.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have you ever imagined that one language can connect you to the whole world? It's not just one country, it's not just just one city, but 2 million of people's ideas and opportunities. So today, I would like to talk about how English can open door to the world, can move a local opportunities to global success. Ladies and gentlemen, first, many people studied English only because it was a school subject. Many students, many students, many students learning grammar. So many students learning vocabularies and also text exam for learning. Apa sih nggak capek aku?
Redundant or the repetition of speech because I think it happens mempengaruhi your grade. The lecturer repetition redundant.
Ya, kalau dari aku maybe ada beberapa pronunciation yang harus dicek. Dan itu nggak tahu aku yang salah, nggak tahu juga yang salah, tapi kita cek lagi aja kayak gini pengucapannya gimana. Tuh.
From me, I think your intonation because we are now our second practice Then in the next practice, I hope we all have mastery our speech.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Now we arrive at something even more meaningful. English doesn't just connect us. English unites us. We live in the world full of diversity, different culture, different tradition, different way of thinking, and of course, different languages. Sometimes the differences can create the distance, and sometimes they make it harder for us to understand each other. But in here where English plays an important role. English become a shared voice, a common ground where people around the world can meet, can communicate, and can truly understand each other. Just imagine this: a student from Indonesia just joins international online class, and
I think you have to pay attention with the phrases that your speech, such as you say. So imagine this. You don't say. So imagine this when you have to be using with like the question itself. So imagine this. And then the second one is sentence. Like Najwa, you have to avoid the redundant or the repetition of your speech.
I think for me, your body gesture. Enough.
Gimana?
nah kita tuh mau pakai PowerPoint kan? Ini tuh berapa slide atau
8 slide, 3 atau 7 dan cuma poin-poin doang.
Iya.
Kayak survei data kan tadi aku ada 4 data ya.
kelompok?
Enggak, ini aku kan ada 4 data ya yang di speech aku, jadi 4 data itu beda. Jadi itu teh pakai data itu biar aku bisa baca datanya loh, soalnya kalau ngapalin di sini salah datanya. Jadi pas ngebacain data mah aku mah sambil lihat ke TV, ngebacain datanya dari siapa surveinya gitu.
Berarti kamu sendiri nih yang PowerPoint-nya.
Iya.
Tapi kayaknya aku nggak banyak itu deh, nggak banyak yang harus ditampilin. Ini soalnya bukan cause effect.
Aku problem solution, jadi aku ada problemnya, ada solusinya, ada cuman poinnya doang, jadi nggak dijelasin di paragraf, cuman misalnya problem kan ada 3 ya, 3 udah dicantumin gitu doang.
Tapi nanti kita ngobrol lagi sama yang di atasnya ini, kita boleh satu-satu atau satu grup disatuin gitu.
Apanya?
PPT-nya
Enggak.
satu-satu terserah ya.
Beda itu mah.
Gitu ya.
Kalau kamu gak mau pakai PPT juga gak apa-apa, bebas gitu. Paling aku mah cuma gitu, aku gak bakal ngusahain gitu belajar. Paling hari Senin pas latihan mah harus
PPT-nya.
udah lancar lah gitu, jangan lihat
Ya.
offline gitu kan.
Paling kalau misalnya bikin PPT ini kayak mulai gini.
ini doang.
Ini nih,
Ya, ya,
lihat
ya.
lihat PPT aku mau lihat.
Yang lain mah kalau PP beda.
Kamu pas present in future pas approach-nya kamu?
Itu semuanya deh. Aku tuh yang subtopik yang
Oh, ya sih.
Nah, coba slide nah, pendek-pendek poinnya. Cuma gitu-gitu doang.
besok latihan Zoom. Zoom atau gimana ya?
Kasihan dia lah kalau dari harus kesini latihan
Nanti
doang.
Zoom aku nggak ada kelas.
Zoom we.
Iya. Oke, sama nanti terakhirnya Senin ya? Iya. Tapi harus lancar gitu ya? I try my best.
Kalau mau tambahin lagi atau Sabtu latihan Zoom juga.
Bisa nggak? Kita takutnya ada yang nggak.
Cuma aku bisa meren, tapi mau ada waktu.
Bisi komisi kamu ada rapat, bisi dia pengajian.
Kemarin sarain dulu we.
Ya, oke. Berarti besok Zoom. Ya, besok fix.
Dah.
Oke,